ಆಲ್. ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ಹುರುಪು, ಹೊಸ ಚೈತನ್ಯ, ಹೊಸ ಕನಸುಗಳು, ಹೊಸ ಉತ್ಸಾಹ ತರಲೆಂದು ಆಶಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಸರಣಿಗೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಶ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ನ್ಯೂ ಇಯರ್. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲಾಖೆಯ ಅಂಗಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಾದ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಕ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ KSTePS ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯು ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರಿಗೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಎಂಬ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಸರಣಿಯನ್ನು ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳಿನಿಂದ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುವುದು ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿದಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಷಯ ತಜ್ಞರು ಹಾಗೂ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಂದ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನ ಆಯೋಜಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸರಣಿಯ ವಿಷಯ ಪರಿಸರವೆಂಬುದಾಗಿದ್ದು, ನವೆಂಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳ ವಿಷಯ ಖಗೋಳ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗೆ ವಿಶ್ವಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಗಣಿತಜ್ಞರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ರಾಮಾನುಜನ್ ಅವರ ಜನ್ಮದಿನದ ಗೌರವಾರ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗಣಿತವನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆವು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತೂಹಲ, ಆಸಕ್ತಿದಾಯಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಜನಪದ ಗಣಿತ, ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸಂಖ್ಯಾ ವಿನೋದ, ರಾಮಾನುಜನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪೈ, ನಿತ್ಯ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಹಕ ಗಣಿತ ಮತ್ತು ಗಣಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಮತ್ತು ರೋಚಕತೆ, ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗಣಿತ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಸರಣಿಯ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ KSTePS ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸಬಹುದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂದು ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ ನೀಡಲು MESCL ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ್ ಸಂಗನೂರ್ಮಠ್ ಅವರು ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆ ಮತ್ತು ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು, ಸವಾಲುಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ನಮ್ಮೊಂದಿಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲಾಖೆಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಹಾಗೂ KSTePS ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಎಂ ಸೋಬರ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಸ್ತಾವಿಕ ನುಡಿಯನ್ನಾಡಬೇಕೆಂದು ಕೋರುತ್ತೇನೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ್ ಸಂಗನೂರ್ಮಠ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ 2021ರ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಪ್ರಥಮ ದಿನದಂದೇ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಪಶು, ಪ್ರಾಣಿ, ಮಾನವ ಜನ್ಮಕ್ಕೂ ಸಹ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪರಿಸರಕ್ಕೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹಾರೈಕೆಯನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಈ ಜನವರಿ 1 ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷ. ನಾವು ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷವನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 31ಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ದು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷವನ್ನ ಆಚರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷವನ್ನ ಯಾವ ತರ ಆಚರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಹೋದರಿಯರಿಗೆ, ತಾಯಂದ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಚಿನ್ನದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಉಡುಗೊರೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸಹ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನಾವು ಚಿನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬಂಗಾರ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಬಹಳ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವನ್ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ನನಗನ್ಸಿದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಚಿನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಯುವೆಲರಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಪತ್ತಾರ ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಅಕ್ಸಾಲಿಗರ ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಂಗಾರ ಅಥವಾ ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಿಕ್ಷೇಪಗಳನ್ನ ಯಾವ ತರ ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ ಚಿನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಗುರುತಿಸಿ, ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿನ್ನ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನ ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಿನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಅದು ಅಪರಂಜಿನ ಅಥವಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಚಿನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ್ ಸಂಗನೂರ್ಮಠ್ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನನಗೆ ಕಳೆದ ಒಂದು 4 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆದ್ರು. ಮುಂಚೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪರಿಚಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಭೇಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ತರ ನನಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಅವತ್ತೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ, ಸರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡು ಚಿನ್ನದ ನಾಡು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಚಿನ್ನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃಂದ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಆಸಕ್ತರಿಗೆ ತಾವು ಒಂದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 1.5 ರಿಂದ 2 ಗಂಟೆವರೆಗೂ ತಾವು ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ನೀಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇವತ್ತು ಅದು ಕಾಲ ಕೂಡಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನಾವು ಈ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷವನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನ ಪಡೆಯೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲಾಖೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಕ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ನಾವೇನು ಈ ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್ ಮಾಹೆಯಿಂದ ಈ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಸಿರೀಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಜನವರಿ ಮಾಹೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಯೋಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಚಿನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮೆಟಲ್, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆ ಮತ್ತು ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಅವುಗಳ ಸವಾಲುಗಳು, ಇವುಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ್ ಸಂಗೂರ್ಮಠ್ ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅವರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪರಿಚಯವನ್ನ ನಾನು ತಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಲಕ್ಕಿ ನಾಡಂತ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಹಾವೇರಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಚಲಿತ ಇದೆ, ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಾನಗಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಅರೆ ಮಲ್ನಾಡು ಅಥವಾ ಮಲ್ನಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆ ಒಂದು ಹಾನಗಲ್ ತಾಲೂಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟಹಳ್ಳಿ ಆಡೂರು ಗ್ರಾಮ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಸರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾ MSc ಮತ್ತು PhD ಈ ಜಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಇವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಒಂದು ಸೌಮ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿದಾವೆ ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಮಿನರಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರೇಷನ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಹಟ್ಟಿ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನ್ಸ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 35 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಅವಿರತವಾದ ಸೇವವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಚಿನ್ನದ ಗಣಿ ಗದಗ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 1000 ಅಡಿ ಆಳ ಇಳಿಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಳ ಇಳಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಪಂಜರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇಳಿಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರೆಷರು ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇದ್ರೆ ನನಗನ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೆವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅನ್ಈಸಿನೆಸ್. ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೇ ತರ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಹಲವಾರು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಕೇರಳ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು, ಆಂಧ್ರ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗುಡ್ಡಗಳನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಡ್ಡಾಡಿ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಗಣಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವಿರತವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಶ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಹಟ್ಟಿ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಾಹಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾಗಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಕೇವಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲ, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಈ ಚಿನ್ನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ಗಳ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರೇಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಮಿಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಕಮಿಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಮಿಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಮಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕನ್ವೀನರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇವರ ಒಂದು ಅವಿರತ ಒಂದು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೇವೆಗೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಭೂ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಜಿಯೋ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್, ಅದು ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠವಾದ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ, ಅದನ್ನ 2012ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾಧಿತರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ ಹಲವಾರು ಈ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ MSc PhD ಹಾಗೂ MPhil ಹುಡುಗರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಹ ಗೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಸರ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವಿರತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಅಭಿನಂದನಾ ಗ್ರಂಥವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನನ್ನ ಅಜ್ಜ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜನ ಅಜ್ಜ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ತಲೆಮಾರು ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 4 ಅಥವಾ 5 ತಲೆಮಾರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜನ ಹೆಸರೇ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಜ್ಜನ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರಂತೂ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ಮುಖನ ನೋಡಿರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿನಂದನಾ ಗ್ರಂಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದಾಗ ಅವರ ವಂಶ ವೃಕ್ಷವನ್ನ ನಾನು ಓದಿ ನನಗೆ ಒಂಥರ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಯ್ತು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವಿರತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ವಂಶ ವೃಕ್ಷವನ್ನ ಸುಮಾರು 11ನೇ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ನನ್ನ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ತಕ 1000 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ 2020 ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು 1020 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅವರ ಕುಟುಂಬ ಎಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು, ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಂತ ಕುಟುಂಬಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸವಾದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ದಾಖಲಾತಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಅವಿರತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಯ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಪ್ರವೃತ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಂಡಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಾರ್ದೆ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಪ್ರಭಾಕರ್ ಸಂಗೂರ್ ಮಠ ಅವರನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಜೂಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಆಸಕ್ತರುಗಳನ್ನ ಹಾಗೂ ಟೀಚರ್ ವೃಂದಗಳನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಲೈವ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಲೈವ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಈಗ ಏನು ಈ ಕುತೂಹಲಕಾರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸರ್ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಾದಂಥ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಲಾಖೆಯ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರವರಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್. Gold exploration and mining in India, opportunities and challenges. If you observe the gold mining history, we can see that we can see in the 3 phases. It was about a very ancient mining, dates back to more than 2000 years. We have carried out very intensive research studies on this matter. So gold mining is more than 2000 years old. And the second phase of the gold mining activities have been started during the Vijayanagara kingdom period, mining in the early part of the 16th century. Modern mining commenced by the end of the 19th century. ಈ ತರನಾಗಿ ನಾವು 3 ತರಹದ ಒಂದು ಇತಿಹಾಸವನ್ನ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ನಾವು. We can see a gold occurrences in almost all the states of the India. This is the geological map of India, which shows the various rock types, various minerals, various geological structures. In this map we can observe it. Gold mainly occurs in almost in all the states of the India, but main occurrences are in Andhra Pradesh, in Anandpur district, that is called one Ramgiri gold mine is there. In Chittoor, we can see the Chigargunta gold deposit. In Bihar, you have got in an area called a Kumai. In Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, we are getting a gold occurrences in the eastern Singhbhum area. In Karnataka, almost every district has got a gold deposits. That is especially mainly in Chitradurga, Dharwad, Gadag, Gulbarga, Hassan, Haveri, Raichur, Tumkur. These are all the main areas. And in Kerala, and Mallapuram and Palagat area. Especially in Kerala, we have got nearly 42 gold mines. In fact, first gold mining was started in the Mallapuram and Palagat area. That area we are calling it as in Malabar area, Malabar region. Maximum gold mining was going on in that area only. About really 42 gold mines were there in Kerala. All the gold mines were in the Malabar region, in a very, very, very thick forest area. In those days, whatever the exploration team has spent the money in making the roads and accessibilities to the gold deposits. Second thing, entire area was in a thick forest. Lot of malarious nature was there. And third thing was that was wild animals and thick forest. Because of these things, the exploration team was shifted from Kerala to the KGF area. Still today, lot of gold panning activities are going on in the river beds of the Malabar region. Next area is in Madhya Pradesh, that is in Jabalpur area and all, in Maharashtra, in Bandara districts, in Rajasthan, and in Tamil Nadu. In almost all the states have got a gold deposits. You may think, when we have got so much of gold deposits, why we are not starting all the areas in gold mining? Why it is there now only economically mining gold mining activities are only in Karnataka. That is also only in Hatti gold mines. Earlier it was in a Kolar gold mines. Because all these gold deposits have been carried out by the various exploration agencies like Geological Survey of India, Mineral Exploration Corporation, and State Mines and Geology Department, and also some private companies also carried out the exploration. Now these various gold deposits, economic feasibility studies, and also getting up the clearances of the statutory clearances works are in progress. The gold mineralization took place in all the geological ages from the late Archean to recent. This is a geological age data that is called Archean to recent. Although intensity of the peak is in the late Archean to Proterozoic to this one. Gold geological environment, mainly in which geological environment the gold mineralization takes place. That we have studied that one, that is like this one. Gold mineralization in a quartz carbonate vein is the main load zone. Gold mineralization in the granulite terrains, gold mineralization in a banded iron formation, gold mineralization associated with the volcanogenic and polymetallic sulfides, gold mineralization in the quartz pebble conglomerates, gold mineralization in the gravaks, gold mineralization in the laterites, placers, and alluvials. That means we can see that when this lateritic for Eastern Ghat, Western Ghat, and placers, means river beds are also having the many gold occurrences. This is the geological map of the Karnataka. Though this map indicates the various rock types available in the Karnataka and various mineral deposits, various geological structures. This is the general geological map of the Karnataka, showing the distribution of Precambrian greenstone belts in which various gold deposits are located. Hatti-Maski schist belt. The Hatti-Maski schist belt is in the Raichur district in the northern Karnataka. Is one such a most promising, and the position of the belt in the relation to the other Precambrian belts are shown. Particularly eastern greenstone belts, namely that is called a Hatti greenstone belt, Ramgiri greenstone belt in the Andhra Pradesh, and Kolar in the southern part of the Karnataka. Mainly the Kolar schist belt is in Karnataka. It is there. Also it is there in Andhra Pradesh. It is also can observe in the Tamil Nadu. This Kolar schist belt is extends in all the 3 kilometers. This schist belt carries mainly the gold mineralization. The exploration is a very, very, very high risky business. Very high risky work. If we do the 1,000 mineral deposits prospecting, in that one, only 100 can be done this reconnaissance drill testing. If you do the 1,000 deposits, if you do the geological mapping and all those areas, in that one, random drilling can be done only in the 100 deposits. In this one, only 10 can be doing the intensive drill testing. That is a diamond drilling testing. By this diamond drilling, we are collecting the subsurface samples. By that samples, we are doing the geological observations, and that samples will be analyzed for the various minerals, which mineral, which concentration is there, how much it is there. Nowadays, we are doing the studies for the entire periodic tables. So ultimately, out of the 1,000 mineral prospects found, only one will become a mine. So it is in very, very, very high risky business. Here it requires a very, 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 very devoted, dedicated, and very sacrificing team to bring out the deposits for the country. Because in the entire these things are only in all the very, very interior areas and thick forest areas. Here we have to do a very, very systematic, scientific studies. So ultimately, out of the 1,000 mineral prospects found, only one can become a mine. So we can see that one. This is the summary of the Gadag goldfield in the Dharwad district. We have carried out the intensive exploration. This is the summary of the intensive exploration. This is one of the mine name is called a Hosur Champion East. This is the name of the mine. So in that area, the length of the gold reef is about 650 meters. The depth has been estimated up to 375 meters. And average width of the ore body is only 1.3 meters. You imagine the width of the ore body is only 1.3 meters. Very, very, very narrow vein. Here we can only one man can move little. That's all. And the grade is only a 2.84 grams per ton. That is a 2.84 grams per ton means if you crush a 1 ton of the rock, we are going to get only a 2.84 grams per this one gold only that much. So total ore reserve estimated is about a 4.38 million tons. There is a lode type is called a meta-volcanic. There is another mine is called a Hosur Champion West. Here the length of the gold vein is about a 1,000 meters. And depth is about a 395 meters. Width of the ore zone is only 1.5 meters and grade is only a 2.30. And ore reserves are 11.92 million tons. And another mine is a Hosur mine that is about a 900 meters length of the reef is there. And depth is estimated up to 280 meters and width is 1.4 meters. Grade is only 2.07 and ore reserves are 5.62 million tons. And another mine is a Sangli mine. There is about a 500 meters is a length of the reef and width is a 2.7 and 2.64 is the grade and it is in ore reserve estimate is a 5.56. So here when you see the reef width and all, we can see that one. The width is only in about 1.3 meters, 1.5 meters, 1.4 meters, 1.4 meter and 2.7 meter width only gold zone is there. So you imagine how it is very, very, very difficult to do the narrow vein mining. This is called a narrow vein mining. If you make a little bit extra blasting or breaking of the zone, there will be a dilution of the grade. Suppose it is a 1.3 meter width of the ore body. Suppose if you make extra breaking, the grade will come from 2.854 it will come to 2.5 or something like that. Then it will not become any economically viable. So in that way, we have to assess it very, 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 very carefully. And all these economics will be considered for the starting of the mining feasibility studies. This is in Kempan, another one is in the Nugialdi cyst belt, that is in Kempankote in Hassan district. There the length of the ore body is about a 138 meter, depth is estimated up to 52 meters and width of the ore body is there at 23 meters, grade is a 2.96. Here you can see that one width of the ore body is about a 23 meters, grade is 2.96. In such a area, we can do a shallow level open pit mining, and the grade is 2.96. So while making the open pit mining or underground mining, our aim should be safe, sustainable, eco-friendly mining. That we have to keep in our mind. So coming to the Kolar gold mine, this is a revival of the Bharat gold mines. That is called a Kolar gold mines only. BGML became the public sector undertaking in 1972. Due to continuous losses, government took a decision to close down the undertaking in January 2001. It was closed in about 2001. This gold-bearing quartz veins distributed in a 8-kilometer long and 1-kilometer wide area. Gold has been recovered up to a depth of 3.2-kilometer depth. You imagine the Kolar gold mine has gone up to a depth of about a 3.2-kilometer depth. Gold occurrences continuously further below the champion lode. Still, gold deposits occur below the 3.2 kilometers. All the drives put together, it will be 1.1647 kilometer long. So whatever the developments, tunnels have been carried out, it is about a 1647 kilometer long. That crosscut rises and hinges, these are all the associated works for the mining. This will be about a 200 kilometers long. About 55 shafts on the surface and 26 shafts underground were sunk during the peak period of the mining. In Kolar gold mine, there are about 55 vertical shafts. These are all the shafts utilized for going down to the underground. And also in the underground also, there are about 26 underground shafts were also there. There are about 35,000 employees were worked throughout the day in 3 shifts during the peak time of the mining. You imagine about 35,000 people were working in the Kolar gold mines in 3 shifts. At present, BGML is a company under liquidation operations with a minimum stock. The company is located in the Kolar district and as such as a land, machinery and equipments. So this is another aspect is the Kolar tailings. This tailings is nothing but this is an lost waste material after the gold processing, after the mining and milling. About 55 million tons of tailings have been dumped in the KGF. So at the time when these tailings have been dumped in the Kolar area, anybody may think it is a common discussions and thinking with that one. Kolar tailings is also having a little gold. Because when earlier mining and milling operations were there, at the time our mining and metallurgical processes were not in advanced stage. Now in the tailings, we are not at all leaving any much gold. Nowadays, we are leaving a gold maximum in the tailings is going only about a 0.2 to 0.25 grams per ton. Whereas in the Kolar tailings, it may be about a 0.8 to 0.9 grams per ton tailings is there. So anybody can think of how it can be recovered from these 55 million tons of the tailings. Now for that thing, lot of R&D activities are going on, how to recover the gold tailings from here. Number one, what are the metals we can recover? For that thing, lot of R&D activities are going on. Second thing, whether these tailings can be utilized in the agriculture sector or not, because we have to think so many factors in that one. Because earlier in the metallurgical processes, other elements like arsenic and other things have been observed. Whether that has to be seen very carefully. For that thing, lot of R&D activities are going on. And one more thing is that one, whether it can be used in the bricks, ceramics, and road metal. For these things also, lot of R&D activities are going on. So ultimately, for the utilization of these tailings, how to utilize these tailings, whether it can be re-dumped into the mine or what, this also been one of the factor to be examined, whether metal recovery or it can be utilized in the agriculture sector or road metal or ceramic. For these things, lot of R&D activities are going on. Ultimately, this has to be handled with the proper approval of the State Pollution Control Board, Central Pollution Control Board clearances only. Ultimately, you should be handled very safe, sustainable, eco-friendly manner. So this is the surface geological map of the Hatti gold mine area. This is it is in the northern Karnataka, Raichur district, Lingsur Taluk. This is one of the world oldest metal mine. Here we have gotten various reefs. The reefs are called a main reef, Oakleys reef, Jonah reef, and middle reef, village reef, new east reef. These reefs are nothing but a gold bearing zones. Here the gold occurs only in these zones only. So like this, about nearly nine to 8 reefs are there. In this one, now main mining activities are going on in the 6 reefs. So this is a very highly potential gold mine in the country. We have got a very devoted, dedicated team of the officers and workers, very systematically, scientifically gold mining activities are going on, and it's a very progressive, promising organization. These are all the shafts. This is called Mallappa shaft and central shaft. By these shafts only, all our men and machineries are going down to the underground, nearly up to 950 meters, nearly up to 1 kilometer depth. And ore as well as also our waste rock or black rock, what we are telling, that also will be hoisted from these shafts only. These are all the very old shafts. By these shafts only, all activities are going on now in the Hatti gold mines. So this is an underground structure. You can say this is a main hall is where we can see that one how the men and machineries will be moved here. You can see that one very systematically it has been maintained. Very good ventilation is there, lighting is there, and even mechanization is there. All these loaders and locos have been moved by the nowadays by the loaders only. This is a circular shaft in the Hatti, because earlier only we are doing the mining activities from the old shafts. Now, because of that thing, there was a constraint for the ore production, ventilation, and lowering and bringing up of the heavy earth moving machineries. For that thing, this circular shaft work has been almost about 95% work is completed. Now by that thing, the gold production will increase in Hatti area, and also all the associated works will also be accelerated, and also good ventilation will be there in the underground for all the workers and officers. This is done by our own in-house people team and by the Indian company only, without taking any loan or anything. By our own company's fund only it has been managed. So extracting process at HGML. Main thing extraction is a crushing and grinding, cyanide leaching, carbon in pulp, electrowinning, refining, cyanidation, and tailing disposal. So this is the Hatti gold mines work beneficiation plant will having a single grinding stream of about 100 tons per hour dry ore capacity basis for ore handling and processing. This is the very advanced semi-autogenous grinding ball mill plant at Hatti. So this is another one gold deposit near to the Hatti gold mine only. Hatti was the main mine. It is an adjacent to the Hatti. This is the having an 22 kilometer northeast of the Hatti gold mines. This was earlier explored by the Geological Survey of India and Mineral Exploration Corporation, which was my earlier organization, and subsequently by Hatti gold mines. So this is one of the deposit. We can say that one how very quickly it has come into the production, because many of the deposit will explore and it will be left there only with the various problems because of the various aspects. So now this deposit has come very quickly. There we have done a very economical studies. In that feasibility studies, we have observed that one in the from the surface up to about 90 meters, we can work in by open pit method. Subsequently, it will not be viable to work by open pit method. From there, underground work can be carried out. Now the underground work is in progress. From this, about nearly 1.1 ton of the gold has been recovered, and there was ore reserves of about 2.2 million tons of about 2.56. grade, and this mine is working as a satellite mine to the Hattie gold mines. So here there is only here there is only minimum infrastructure is there. So this is what how we are probing the ore zone in the up to persistence in the depth. So we are telling that one ore zone is persisting up to kilometers, 500 meters, 1000 meters, and all. This all we are doing it by the diameter link. These are all the diameter link hole sections. By that one, from the various angles based on the geometry of the ore body, we are doing the diameter link. That in the diameter link, we are recovering the rock samples, cores, that we will be calling as a course. From that course will be examined for the geological logging will be done. Then sampling will be done. Based on that one, ore zone will be demarcated. So we can see that one ore zone in the surface was only one. When we go to the bottom, it is a branching. This is a very important information by the diameter link exploration. By this one, we will be knowing that one how is the ore body geometry, gold load zone geometry, and what is its width, what is its grade, to what extent it is ore is existing. By this one, we are doing the further exploratory mining activity. This is a very basic information. So this is another one Hirabuddin gold mine adjacent to the Hatti only. This is about 20 kilometers east of the Hatti gold mine. So this is also been explored by the Geological Survey of India. Now exploratory mining and experimental scoping works are in progress by Hatti gold mines. Here is about nearly about 5 lakh tons of ore is there. Grade is about 4.12, and this is also one of the very promising gold deposit. So exploration expenditure, if you come to that one, just I given you the example of the how in India totally gold deposits were there and where are these things. Now example I gave you the one of the world class gold deposit Hatti, another small gold deposit at Ooty, another one is in Hira. We can see that and how, where and how we are spending the gold exploration, how other the international level we are, how other international organizations are working, how in the international level the exploration works is going on. We can examine here. The exploration is extremely risky and expensive business. The discovery of a new deposits which are economically viable are very rare. Usually with the proportional success rate is only 1:1000. The ratio of the success will be only 1:1000. In India, where surface deposits have been delineated, major discoveries may involve only the now concealed prospects. Now the major our target areas, the only the deep-seated gold deposits. Now only we have to observe it nowadays. Wherever the surface deposits are there, that has been maximum explored by our various organizations. The exploration which needs a high-tech inputs involving a high cost. Therefore, exploration effort should be continuous with the adequate investment. The exploration expenditure was only about 17 billion per square kilometer as compared to the 51 dollar in Brazil and 67 in China and 192 in Canada. India needs at least to have to spend about $200 per square kilometers. So these are all the all India reserve and resources of the gold state wise and metal wise. I was explaining you that one every state has got a gold reserves and all these things have been explored by the various government and private agencies. Especially in Andhra Pradesh, we have got about nearly about resources of about 8 tons. I'm telling you in terms of tons gold it is, and drilled resource about 47 tons, and inferred resource about 49 tons, and totally is about 105 tons of gold is available in Andhra Pradesh. It is about 18% of the countries, and in Chhattisgarh it is about 17, and in Jharkhand about 22, and in Karnataka it is about 245 tons of gold is available, and it is about 43%. You imagine maximum gold concentration or gold mines are there in Karnataka only. In Kerala, it is about 8.68, and in Madhya Pradesh, it is about 15 tons, and in Orissa, it is about 5 tons. In Rajasthan, it is about 126 tons. In Tamil Nadu, it is about 2 tons. In Uttar Pradesh, about 5 tons. You may ask a very interesting question: why so much of gold is there? Still, what is our demand and supply? You will be surprised if I tell you one information. So in India, we required, as rightly our during the inaugural speech, our MD sir was pointed out a very valid question. Our ladies are very much interested in the gold. Our demand per year gold is about nearly 1,000 tons. In India, we required about 1,000 tons of the gold, whereas we are producing only 2 tons of the gold. Imagine the gap between about 1,000 tons of the gold is required for the country, whereas we are producing only 2 tons of the gold. You may ask why this is less, why we are not increasing our activities in the mining activities and doing the more gold exploration. No doubt, the intensive exploration activities have been carried out by the government and private agencies, and all these activities, whatever they've been carried out, have got a preliminary exploration information that requires a further intensive exploration by exploratory mining and mining feasibility studies. Based on that mining feasibility studies and economics only afterwards we have to get a statutory clearances. For that thing, various the state and central government agencies are processing the various applications of the various organizations. So if that has been very quickly processed, we can increase our gold production activities also. There is a very interesting one more information is that one, suppose only if you make a random survey of our ladies from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, how much gold just the ladies wearing on their body on that day. Suppose if you check it, it is about nearly about 2,200 tons of the gold is there. So it is the gold is there in India, we have to mine it. So reserve position, the gold ore position is about nearly 493 is a primary gold that is occurring in the quartz veins and all. Secondary is about a 26.12 tons. This is about a 5.86 tons. It is in the river beds. So these are all the mainly how much gold reserves are available in the country figures. So the resources of gold ore identified by the government and private agencies await upgradation by substantial diamond drilling, exploratory mining for the further mining feasibility studies. Challenges and opportunities. Mainly, we should take up now smart technologies of the exploration and mining, open pit and underground, and resource characterization, including geochemical characterization. And second point is mechanical rock excavation technologies that contribute a mining system to become a feasible with the optimum ore mining. Where we have to say that one, because I was explaining about that one, we have got a very narrow ore deposits that should be mined very carefully. Here we require a very smart technologies and also mining technology. And development of energy efficient, clean technology for the bulk production. Waste, that is in gold ore tailings, that we are calling it as a waste. Minimization with a waste rehandling with a environmental responsible manner. We should rehandle the gold ore tailings very safe, sustainable, economically friendly way. Because many of my colleagues now who are there in these meetings and all, many of us have seen that one, the Kolar gold mine tailings, where is in the heart of the city of the Robertson Pit. This should be handled very carefully. The new mineral processing technology that could help enable the shift in our mining techniques and all those things. So this is a very important information I want to say. So I was telling you that when our gold mining activities are going on more than 2,000 years old. At the time, gold mining exploration technology was different. Gold mining technology was different. Mineral processing technology was different. Gold rate was different. Way back. At present, the exploration technology is advanced, mining technology is advanced, processing technology is advanced, and gold rate is very, very, very high. We know about that one. We all about nowadays per gram cost is about 5,000 rupees nowadays. So for that thing, what happened? Whatever the old mining activities, I told you that Kolar has gone up to 3 kilometer depth. So let all the data, all the information of the mining excavation and geological data, geological mapping, that assay data. Assay means what is the grade of the gold and associated minerals available in the mine. Right from the 2000 years old back, I am telling you that. If that data has been preserved properly, if that data would have been completely computerized and digitized, again, we can re-examine the data in the present economics and reopen the old abandoned mines. For that thing, preserving of the old mine data is very important. Though this is the one of the very wonderful work what has been done in Hattie gold mines. Entire data, right from the ancient data, has been computerized and digitized and is kept in a hard and soft copy. Suppose gold rate tomorrow it goes up to 60,000 rupees, then we know where to mine, how to mine. If the gold rate comes down to tomorrow by 10,000 rupees, we know where to mine, how to mine, and what technology we have to adapt, what economics we have to adapt, what mineral processing has to be done. So this is one of the very important information available. This has been very well documented in Hattie gold mines. Same thing would have been done in the Kolar gold mines, but incidentally it has been not happened in a Kolar gold mine. So as most of the gold deposits explored are marginal grade with the width of the gold ore zones around 2 to 2.5 meters. Hence, narrow vein underground mining methods to be adopted. You imagine the width of the ore body is only about a 2 to 2.5 meters. Width is only a 2 to 2.5 meters. In that only men and machinery has to move. And it has to go kilometers together in the down. Imagine for that thing, we have to develop a very, very, very narrow vein mining methods. And mining feasibility studies for open cast come underground or decline gold mining to be carried out. Whenever we are carrying out a lot of exploration, then immediately we should think of how our explored deposits should be taken up immediately based on the present economics and technology by open cast method or by underground method or decline method. This has to be examined very, very, very critically. Refining of the gold should be carried out at the gold mining center. Ultimately, finally, gold produced will be having a little bit of copper and other things. That refining also should be carried out at the gold mining center only. That will also save the lot of the money. And gold tailings dump at KGF and at GML should be eco-friendly examined for detailed exploration for the recovery of the gold and other metals, utilization in the ceramic industry, mine backfilling, road metal, fertilizer, preparation of the bricks. However, on this matter, lot of the R&D activities are going on by the various departments. So this is the core library. So you may ask, what is this core library and all? So whatever the diamond drilling we are carrying out for the exploration at the various parts of the country, that diamond drilling core, whatever the diamond drilling core will come, we are drilling up to 200 meters, 300 meters to 500 meters. That core should be preserved properly. That core should be utilized properly for the geological logging, rock mechanic studies, and also the mineral contents. Nowadays, we should analyze the sample for the entire periodic table. We may say that today only gold is available or copper is available, because today's our detection limit or our chemical laboratory facilities are only up to a certain limits. Tomorrow we may get a very, 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 very advanced technology. We may get again new other minerals. Again, we should not spend the money on the diamond drilling and all. If that core has been preserved properly, like this, and this should be utilized for the future. For that one, all this labeling, references, and should be done properly, and it should be utilized properly. Like one example I will give all of you. We know the Tintani copper deposit is there in the our in Yadgiri district. It was earlier we know that one there is only a copper is available. Subsequently, we came to know that one uranium is available because adjacent uranium Gogi mine is there. Same area we have studied the examination. Again, at the time we have faced the problem as that ore was not available. Again, re-drilling has to be done. When the mine opens also for the safety purpose, a lot of the rock mechanic studies has to be carried out, and also for the academic studies. So like that, core has to be maintained everyone's. This is the core library made by me in Hatti Gold Mines. And this is a very much useful information for all the purposes, especially in the present period of economics, exploration technology, mining technology, metallurgical technology, and also feasibility studies, also for the any deposit for re-examination, re-evaluation, any of the things. It is very much required. A healthy, a vigorous, sustained growth in gold mining is possible if local and public participation is increased. Suppose we are talked so far about the exploration, mining, metallurgy, and many times whenever this gold deposit everything comes, they were all in the interior parts, and also sometimes in the forest areas, sometimes in the village adjacent to the villages and all the areas. Immediately, this local people were to involve with them participation and what to take them into the confidence that one how by doing the mining that socio-economic condition of that area will be developed. By that only we can develop the gold mines. Otherwise, many of the deposits will do the exploration and do the things. Then because of the local problems, we may not be getting the clearances. Anyway, for this thing, public hearing, everything is there, system is there. However, their participation from there, what are the benefits they are going to get by in the CSR, in the DMF fund, district mineral fund, and corporate social responsibility, and job opportunities, socio-economic development, all those things we should involve with them and develop it. Our spending on mineral exploration is not commensurate to the revenue that we are generating by production of gold ores and minerals. India spending for mineral exploration, then when we are spending the global, we have to spend more money on the mineral exploration. The gold process edit is required from mine to metallurgical mine. We may say that one gold is a very, very, very precious metal. We are estimating in the mine gold about 3 grams or something. When we recover in the plant, it will be about a 2.5 or 2 grams only. Why it is happening and all? Very, very, very scientific, technical editing has to be done from the exploration, mining, metallurgical point of view. And worker participation in the management of the gold mining may be examined because this is a very, very, very risky job, and it is a mostly we have to work in the underground and all, and there we have to involve them also that when the workers also in the participation of that one we can bring out the more production and all the things. And we have to bringing a digital to the life to gold mine, water management. We have to bring a digitization, computerization, everything else in the mine. By that also we can do a lot of that. And water management in the mine and in the metallurgical plant. Water has been no doubt it has been very systematically managed, and it has been it should be properly thought it. Like a rainwater harvesting, we are telling that one we have to say that one mine water harvesting also we have to examine and we have to place it that one. So these are all the rock breakers in the underground. In the underground, about a 2,000 feet level, this is been how it has been mechanized and utilized in the Hatti gold mine. This is one of the example. In the underground, only we are doing the crushing and bringing out the crushed ore to the surface. And rock breaker, we can observe that one grizzly and loaders also. So this is the I was telling you about only a 2.5 meter width ore body. The present knowledge about the information already available about the particular prospect. This is only very, very, very narrow gold vein. You can see small visible gold in this one. So this has to be mined very, very, very careful. Suppose here, if we fail to mine it very, very carefully, very, very safely, economically, and sustainably, eco-friendly, we have to mine it. Otherwise, we will lose this vein very much. Ultimately, it will become an uneconomical. So underground gold mining by its very nature is completely and utterly different by any other type of the industry activity. Accordingly, the industry should be placed on a different footing from ordinary industry in respect of the taxation. There is a lot of taxation on the mining activities, and it should be examined because it's an entirely different business, and it should be examined properly by the concerned authorities. Because we have to work out and the economics, and we have to bring out the deposit to the nation for the contribution, because our demand of the gold is more and supply is very well. And small scale mining and satellite gold mines development should be carried out to the existing gold mining complex which achieve the production stage with a minimum gestation period of exploration. I was telling you that one like Hatti area, we have got a several small gold deposits. In Gadag area, there are several small gold deposits are available. All these things has to be made. A centralized mining and milling complex has to be done. And we have to bring out ore from the various mines and make the milling complex at one place. By that one, small scale mining culture we have to develop and do the mold gold production. Otherwise, these are all the small gold deposits where they were not economically viable. So by that thing, gold mining cannot be developed. Only small scale gold mining activity can be done. So this type of development will uplift the socio-economic condition, infrastructure development of the area, and skill development and employment opportunity to the rural backward area. By this method only we can do all these developments like socio-economic development we can do, infrastructure development we can do, skill development we can do, and job opportunities for the rural backward areas also can be done. A detailed ore beneficial studies have to be carried out on the recovery of the multi-metals. Nowadays, lot of the advanced state-of-art technology is available. That should be utilized, and also not only recovering of the only one metal. When we are mining the gold or it may be the copper, we have to see with that thing any silver is associated, any platinum is associated, any other minerals are associated. All those things we should recover it. That mineral conservation we have to observe very carefully. So this is a one map I am showing you. So this is what red line you are showing vertically is a shaft. It has gone to the underground nearly about a 1 kilometer depth, roughly about a 950 meters. That each horizontal level indicates the levels, like one first level, second level, third, like that. There are about nearly 28, 29 levels are there. So in that one, various that color indicates the grade of the gold available. Yellow indicates the highest gold available in the mine, that is about a plus 15 grams. Then red, blue, and all those things. Whatever the hatches we have shown it, these are all the mined out area. Other areas are still it is yet to be mined. Like this, we have to bring out the by very detailed geological mapping, exploration, and mining with geometry of the ore body. By that one, we have to win the all the ore available in the mine. We should not leave any of the uh, ore in the mine. So that I was giving you an example of the Kolar gold mine. When Kolar gold mine was closed, at that time gold rate was very less and technology was different. Now gold rate is very high. Now the technology is available. Now we have to take out even the low grade ores also from the mine and we have to mine it. So such a type of very integrated studies we have to carry out. So improved exploration, metallurgical and mining technology enables a higher recovery of the gold metal from the low grade ores and ensures a economical viability of a low to minimum gold ores, which were so far considered non-remunerative in the early part of the century. Under the country, under the conditions of the very, it is imperative to relook into all the abundant old gold mines. Here earlier it was in not economically viable because of the various factors. They were all abundant. Now it is an opportunity to reopen all these gold mines because of the gold rate and technology is available. There are several acts. The acts is currently overcrowded with amendments and amendments in the MMRD Act 1957, MCR 1960, and many new rules of promulgation 2015 should be considered into the one comprehensive act and one book of the rules. So this will act to bring the occurrences into the mind very quickly. So this is in a final gold bullion, which is having about 88 to 91% of the percentage of the gold, and 8 to 11% of the silver, and about 1% of the impurities. So geo-tourism hub, geo-industrial park around the KGF, Hatti, Gadag, Ramgiri mines, etc. We have to examine, because nowadays there is a lot of the areas in Karnataka is available, like it may be the Kolar gold mine, in the some of the areas in the Raichur district, Gulbarga district, and in Gadag, Ramgiri areas, there are very old mines are there. These are all things we have to make it. Some of the areas are tourist hubs. By that thing, our common people and our students, our researchers will be knowing that one, how the exploration, mining, metallurgical technology was available, and these will be the very tourist hubs. By that thing, people will be aware about our mining activities, and these will be the very interesting tourist centers, and also educational center where students and researchers and academicians can visit and do a lot of the studies. During 1894, the production of the gold in Karnataka was 5.3 tons per year. Just I am repeating, in 1894, the production of the gold in Karnataka was 5.3 tons, when the sale price of the gold was 2.5 rupees per gram. The production was stepped up and reached a peak period of 14.7 tons in the year 1906. The present production is only around 2.5 tons per year. The best opportune time, significantly stepping up of the exploration and production, is now, for the fact that gold is enjoying all the time high market. For this thing, only the lengthy process of permitting, prospecting, exploration, developing and establishing a new gold mines in the country should receive a serious consideration at all levels of the decision making. Thank you very much. Gold is where it should be, it is for us to find out. Thanks a lot.
ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Any participants? ಓಕೆ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ KSTePS ಇಮೇಲ್ ID ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಸರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವರಿಂದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ವಾಪಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ದ ಟಾಕ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್. ನಮಗೆ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಸವಾಲುಗಳು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಏನೇನು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಗಳು ಏನೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದೆರಡು.
ಹಾ, ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಅಂತ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್.
ಹೇಳಿ
ಸರ್. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೋಲಾರ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಗಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಅಂಶ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಬಯೋ ಲೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮೆಥಡಾಲಜಿನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆ ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಆ ಒಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
ವೆರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಸರ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Very nice question you have raised, sir.
Yes,
bio leaching or biotechnology is one of the method in the metallurgical process. ಈಗ ಕೋಲಾರ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನ್ ಮುಚ್ಚಿರೋದು ಮೇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಮೈನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾನ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 3.1 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್, ಡೀಪ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್, ನಂಬರ್ 1. Number two, the gold content, the grade of the gold was very less there at that time. When it was closed in the 2001, the grade was only about 3 grams per ton. 3 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಓರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ವಯಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ವಯಬಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ರೇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್. ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೇಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್. ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗ ಇದೇನು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಲೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಹೀಪ್ ಲೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು R&D ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. With the Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, Ministry of Biotechnology, we had a very, very, very big project with the Indian Institute of Science Metallurgy Department. ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ರಿಚ್ ಓರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಓರ್ಗಳು ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಚ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ರಿಚ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ ರಿಚ್ ಓರ್ಗಳಂದ್ರೇನು? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೈರೈಟು, ಚಾಲ್ಕೋ ಪೈರೈಟು, ಅರ್ಸಿನೋ ಪೈರೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂತ ಓರುಗಳನ್ನ ಲೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೆಗೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್.
ಜನರಲ್ ಕೇಳಿ.
ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಟ್ಟಿ ಬಳಿ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಗಣಿಗಳ ಕುರುಹುಗಳು ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಈ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಈ ಹೊನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಮುತ್ತುಗಳಿಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ವಿಚಾರ ಅದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನ ಹೊರತೆಗೆದಿರಬಹುದು ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಿಂದ ಹಟ್ಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಐ ಲವ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ದಿಸ್. ನೀವು ಇದು ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ 2000 ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹಿತ ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಅವಾಗಿನ ಟೈಮ್ 5.6 ಟನ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಇವನ್ ಕೋಲಾರ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದ್ರು. ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಶಾಲೋ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆದಿಂದ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಕಡೆಗಳಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಕೋಲಾರ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವೈನಾಡ್ 42 ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನ್ಗಳಿದ್ವು, ಗದಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ವು, ಹಟ್ಟಿ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲು ಇದ್ವು, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆಗೂ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈನ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅವಾಗಿದ್ವು. ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ರಿಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇದಾವೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ದಾಖಲೆಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಇದಾವೆ, ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್?
ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಈಗ ನನ್ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದ್ 2-3 ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್.
ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಸರ್.
ಒಂದು, ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಇದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ವೇರಿಯಿಂಗ್. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೆದರ್ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರೇಷನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ರೇಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ದ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್?
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಸರ್. ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಡೇಟ್ಗೆ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಂಡರ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ರಫ್ಲಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ 1 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಮೈನ್ ಇಂದ 950 ಮೀಟರ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ 1 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಬೌಟ್ 3200 rupees ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 1 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ 3200 rupees ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೈನ್. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಈಗ ನಾವು 1 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅಬೌಟ್ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ 4800 to 5000 rupees. Now because of the gold rate is very good, we are making a profit. Because it is underground ಇಂದ ಓರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is a labor oriented mine sir. ಇದರ ಆಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಮೆಷಿನರಿಗಳಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹಾಕೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಸೊ ಈಗ ದುಬೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ಅಪರಂಜಿ ಚಿನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೌ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಸರ್?
ಯು ಆರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಅಪರಂಜಿ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಪೈರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ 2 ತರ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಒಂದು ನೇಟಿವ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ಸ್. ಸಲ್ಫೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಪೈರೈಟ್, ಚಾಲ್ಕೋ ಪೈರೈಟ್, ಅರ್ಸಿನೋ ಪೈರೈಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಣ್ಣಗಳು ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಕಾಣ್ತಾವ್ ಸರ್. ಅವ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅಪರಂಜಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಲಾಕ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಸಸ್ ನಾವು ರೋಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ತಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಗದಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಮಾಣಿ ತಾಂಡದವ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮರ್ಕ್ಯೂರಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ತರ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಪರೆಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸರ್, ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ನೋಡಿ. ಸವಿತಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್. ಗುಡ್, ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸವಿತಾ.
ಸರ್ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಯಾರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ತುಂಬಾ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಹೇಗ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, ನಾವು ದಿನನಿತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ನ, ಅದು ಹೇಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ತಾವು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ 8ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿದೆ. ಅವತ್ತು ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ ನೀಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಭಾರತಿ ಎಸ್ ಮೇಟಿ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಂಡ್ HOD ಆಫ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಯೋಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ಬಾಗಲಕೋಟೆ. ಸೊ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಕ್ರಿಯವಾಗಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಆಲ್.
Sir,
thank you sir, thank you sir, thank you very much.
Sir, again I am very much thankful to our MD sir, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯವರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹೊಸ ವರ್ಷದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. ದೇವರು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ.
Yes sir, thank you sir, thank you very much, thank you.